Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel, Pool Spa Fix It. Today we're working on a Hayward pool cleaner, and we're going to rebuild the wear items that get worn out from the bottom pool surface that makes them wear out. So the first thing we need to do is we need to remove the bottom portion, which we've already done, from the cleaner. It comes off like that. There's 3 screws that hold it in, and so we're going to take it off. We're going to set it on our bench. We're going to note the right side and the left side because these parts need to go back in a specific order. There's a cap on the side of the foot that you need to remove so that you can take this screw off. And when you take that screw out, you're going to be able to remove the entire foot by just prising out a little bit on it from the side of the cleaner. So we don't want to disturb any of the other components of the body. We just want this off. So we're going to replace this entire assembly. As you can see here, the feet get worn out, the flaps get worn out, and so do the shoes. So we took off the right assembly, so we're going to put the right assembly back on. Before we can do that, we need to install the pads that go on the feet. So they simply just push into place such. Okay, so we installed the 4 pads, 2 on each foot. So now we're going to put the flaps on. The new flaps, right goes on the right. We have indicators for the right and left. So we put the right one on the right side, like that. And we put the left one on the left side, like that. So now after we got that done, we're going to reinstall the right side. So now we have the right pod assembled and put back on the inner body. After you screw down the screw, you put the cap back on. That protects that screw that's in there. So we're going to do the left side now. First thing you want to do is prise off the old cap. Set that aside so we don't confuse it with the new one. In here is a 1/4 inch screw. If you use a 1/4 inch nut driver, you can get that out very easily. We'll set that aside. We'll prise off the old pod kit like that. Set that aside so we don't confuse it. We have our assembled left side. Okay, so we're working on our Hayward, and we're going to reconnect the left side pod now. So we're going to pop that in there, on there like that. Make sure it's in as good and tight. We'll take our the screw that holds it together, 1/4 inch nut driver. We're going to put that back on. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to change out the flappers. The flappers on a Hayward wear out after a very short period of time, actually. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to find where the flapper connects to the body. We're going to take a straight head screwdriver and gently prise that off from one end or the other. And as you pry it, we're going to just twist it a little bit so that it comes off of the holder, turned off. Okay, so we got the front, the rear flapper on. Now we're going to do the front. But what I want to show you first is that this flapper is installed incorrectly. This is a tag on the spring that needs to be underneath of the body of the cleaner. So when we put it back together, we're going to put it back together correctly. So again, you take a straight edge screwdriver and you just simply pop these out like that. But when you go to put the new one in, you're going to make sure that this tag on the spring goes underneath the body of the cleaner. So we're going to put it in like this so that it's inside, like that. So we'll start with one side, and then we'll take our screwdriver and just prise it off a little bit just to put the new tab inside. Very carefully, you want to do this very carefully because some of the plastic on these can be degraded badly enough that you can crack it. Okay, so after we're done, we're going to put our new cap over the 1/4 inch screw, and we're going to just gently tap it into place, just gently. You don't have to get crazy with it. Tap on both sides. So there's our old parts. This is our cleaner. Again, it's a Hayward Navigator. So we're going to do the opposite of when we took it apart, and we're going to put it together thusly. Just like that. We have one screw that's staked in place. It doesn't come out all the way, so we're going to use our Phillips head and tighten that down like that. Screw that goes in this slot right here. Another one here. Two in the front. Those are kind of tricky. You got to get down in there and put those in. And so long as the power vane on the inside is good, this is rebuilt, ready to go. Call the customer, tell them it's done. Thanks for watching Pool and Spa Fix It.